I broke up with my girlfriend because she wanted to keep the baby. This is a really, really crappy situation. Around 2 months ago, my girlfriend was RD. It was done in a park. She didn't want to report it and went into a full breakdown, wouldn't speak to police, go to hospital, etc. I couldn't force her, so I just stayed with her. She has, obviously, been in a really bad state since, and I've been with her, by her side, listening to her, helping her. We went to therapy, and she knows I'm there for her. She has a history of depression, and I've been really worried. Last week, we found out she was pregnant. I was abroad for 2 months before the incident happened, and came back early to care for her. So the baby definitely isn't mine. So we had a discussion. She is a devout Catholic. We initially decided on abortion, but after she spoke to her mother, she has decided to keep the baby, saying that isn't the baby's fault. I flat out told her that I would not help raise a baby of a guy who did this to her. She cried and begged me not to leave. I told she is the one making the choice, either she keeps the baby and I leave, or she aborts the baby and I stay. I would not let this go. She didn't want either of those things to happen, so I told her we were done. I feel like crap. Was I in the wrong? Update: I'll post the update first, since there has been some change since I last posted. Then I'll respond to some general points made from the last thread, and the ton of messages I received. Yesterday, I received a call from my girlfriend. She was crying, and she begged me to listen to her. I told her that I still care for her, and that I'll obviously listen to what she has to say. She told me that a few days after I told her we were done, she called up her mother to talk about this. Apparently, what happened before was that she was pretty much decided on aborting, but then when she spoke to her mother told her that under no account should she abort, and that I was actually manipulating her to do so. Her mother went on to say that if she aborted the child, she would no longer consider my girlfriend as her daughter. After I left her, my girlfriend called her mom up to talk about what went on. She said that she desperately wanted to abort the baby, and her mother again said that if she does so, this is the last time they will ever speak again. She said she broke down on the phone, and her mother kept asking her what she will do. The conversation then ended when my girlfriend said she didn't know. Then she started texting. After a few hours of thinking, my girlfriend sent her mom a text saying she was going to abort. She was then blocked. She then called me, and told me everything. She will be having an abortion in 3 weeks. I discussed this with my girlfriend, and we both completely agreed that I had not manipulated her in any way, and that she appreciated that I put my foot down, because had I not, she would have had a baby who would remind her of the worst time of her life, her words, not mine. She further went on to say that I am the best thing that has ever happened to her, and that she knew that even if she no longer had a mom, if she had me, she could get through this. I broke down at this point. I love her so much. In truth, I probably would have gone back to her and raised the baby with her, even though I knew I'd resent it. I made the original thread to get some backing rather than anything, to see if I had made the right decision. I'm so relieved things had turned out the way they have. Also, screw any mother who places religion over their own child. Friggin' lunatics. Now to respond to some of your points from the last thread. 1. No. My girlfriend did not cheat on me. I am almost certain about this. Not only because she had the conscience of a fragile angel, but also because we both know each other's schedules really well, and we often talk to friends who can corroborate timings. Moreover, her roommate took photos of her after she came home assaulted. 2. I don't give a rat's ass if you think abortion is a sin. Come and raise the baby or give us money to raise the baby or hire us a live-in maid to tend to my girlfriend's every need whilst she pregnant if you're so sanctimonious. Talk the talk, then walk the walk. 3. My girlfriend was absolutely clear she wanted to raise the baby, probably influenced by the mom. 4. Thanks for all the people telling me I did the right thing. It was really difficult. I'm very glad it turned out the way it has though. 5. To the people who messaged me telling me I'm a monstrous baby killer, I fail to see what my hobbies have to do with this issue. Thanks Reddit. Update: I was hoping to post here again after the abortion, still scheduled for 2 weeks' time, but I thought I should provide an update on some recent events from a mother from the pits of hell. On Saturday, I answered my door and stood face to face with 2 police officers. They asked me if I was who I was, and I replied I was. They then said they were looking for my girlfriend. I called her over, and the police officer said that he needs to have a word with her. The officers then split, one taking the girlfriend to the living room, and the other took me into my bedroom. The officer who took me started asking me questions about how long my girlfriend had been here, if she had any contact with anyone else, if she had left the house at all, and a few other questions. I answered, and then asked what this was about, but the officer just said they received a report to check in on my girlfriend. I asked who reported, and the officer said he couldn't say. After a while, the other officer was done, and they both left. The moment they left, my girlfriend told me that she was outrightly asked if she was in danger, and if I had been hurting her. She was also asked if she was being held against her will. She said no to everything, of course. She said that the police received a call from her mother saying she might be in danger, and that I could be abusive her. I was livid. I immediately said I was going to press charges against her. For what? I'm not sure yet. Harassment probably? She begged me not to, and said that it would all just blow over, and that her mother just needs time to calm down. What the hell? She sent police to my house to get me arrested. How is that sane thinking? I could lose my job if I was arrested and charged. What the hell is she thinking? I told my girlfriend that if the mother does anything like this again, I will definitely press charges. So she decides on Sunday to talk to her mom to not do anything like this again. They had a conversation for about 2 minutes, then I start hearing sobs. Immediately, I walked into the room, saw my girlfriend crying, still holding the phone against her ear. I plucked the phone from her hand, and held her for a bit as I heard, "Hello?" from the phone. Then I put it on me, and said "You're a disgrace of a mother," and hung up. Then I held the girlfriend for what felt like an hour before we started talking. Apparently, her mother was telling her how if she continues with the abortion, she will never see her again, or her brother, or her deceased father, because she would be going to damnation. I told her that if she was going to hell, then she should save me a seat, and we'd be nice and toasty together. I love her smile. What do you think, if anything, should I do about the mother? No doubt my words to her will have some reactions. Update: I just wanted to update folk on this whole saga. This will be my final update. A few days ago, the abortion was carried out. During the weeks beforehand, my girlfriend went to a counselor and talked to a nurse about why she wanted an abortion. She was also tested for any STIs, to which she's clear. She went ahead with the abortion after getting the all clear. A few days ago it was successfully carried out. When she came home, she cried and cried and cried. She says she feels like a huge weight had been lifted, and she can finally look to moving on with her life. We took the whole week of work, and yesterday we went camping. It rained. While in the tent, she talked about how difficult life was sometimes, but she was really glad things turned out the way they did, because even though things were bad, she came out the other side, probably stronger than before. She's amazing, man. Seriously. Also, an update on the mom. My girlfriend received a call from her, who was asking if she went through with the abortion. We have an agreement that if her mom calls, either hang up or give it to me. In this instance, she answered, didn't know what to say, and gave it to me. I told the mom that the abortion went perfectly, and smiled as she cursed at me for about a minute. I then said how Jesus of you, at which point she hung up. My girlfriend didn't find it funny.